Hey there berries, welcome to another shrine guide. Today we are going to be looking at the shrine to the south in Foreign, just southeast of the popular Foothills Skyview Tower. The shrine itself is called the Jiukoum Shrine, and the hint for the shrine is built for rails. The coordinates for this one are 0867 minus 2279 0141. Now the shrine is a little tricky, so I'd understand if you would need a video to help you in this one. This one took me a little longer, and it was a little bit tricky, and I had to use a couple of gimmicks in order to actually successfully complete the shrine. But the first one is pretty standard here. So we need to make platforms in order to go across the rails. So here is just a simple 2x2. Whack that on and jump on, and eventually it will slide down. But we want it to slide down straight, not like that. So let's try and get a better angle on that so it doesn't fall down. Now this is the easy bit. So we zip past. There is a chest coming up on the left. And we're given 3 slabs on the left, and also this slab here that will fall down and then continuously respawn. If we actually attach that to those 2 platforms that we came along with, you can make a bridge to go over and grab this chest. Next, I'm going to show you how I like building my contraption to get over this rail. Basically, it's a box. So I'm not actually going to use that long piece, but we will put 1 slab here like that. Another slab there, and then we're going to box. What we're going to do is we're going to box it in like that and then go underneath, but we can do this on this rail. On the other rail we're not necessarily going to be able to do it that easily, but we can just pop that on. You may want to have the bottom bits neater lined up, so you could have this platform here and this platform here closer to each other, so there's less movement, which we might actually do now. So let's make that a little bit of a tighter angle. If the game will let us, let's just move that one out of the way. Seems like on this platform here that's not going to work, so we're going to actually have to use the longer platform as the top. Yeah, this is over there. So let's try that again by using the longer platform. Okay, that should be okay, and then we want another one to box off the bottom. Okay. Now what we're going to do is we're going to sit inside the carriage once it's on. There we go. Just slowly moving, but then we can probably speed this up slightly. It is edging forward. Ta-da! Okay, now this next bit, it's where it gets a little bit tricky to actually accomplish. So what you can do is you can take the one that you've already made and bring it up here. But bear in mind, if this falls, you won't actually have these available to you. If you fall, you reset back to here. So we'll keep this over here in case we want to use these, in case we can try and complete this first time. But we have 3 fans here. We've got 4 slabs there, 1 rectangle and 3 squares. And you can kind of see how the rail starts on 2, then merges onto 1. So kind of similar to how we got down on the second rail. We're going to want to build a similar contraption, but having the fans help push. So using the one that we've already used on the second rail, you can pop that one down. You can make something similar with the slabs already given to you over to the right. And you can kind of use this middle post here to kind of gauge the gap. This might be too much giveaway here. It might actually topple. I'm going to see if I can actually close this up a little bit more. Like that might be too much. As you can see, you can kind of measure out. See how that doesn't go through? That means it won't fit in the middle of the rails at the top, so that's too much. So I'm going to take the next snap entry point, which is, if I go slowly, here. And try and make sure it's the same on the other side as well. So here. Fingers crossed. Is that enough give? Might just be enough. Might be cutting it fine, but we can give it a test. And now next, we will want to attach the fans on. And then at the very end, we're going to plant this platform onto the rails and then box it off at the bottom. So, but the key thing here is making sure that you've got all of these lined up nicely. And there's something that we're going to do at the bottom as well in case things don't quite work out as planned. So there is a fail-safe in the design on this one. So what we're going to want to do is we're going to put this on. Use the kind of gap bit there. Because the fans aren't turned off, this shouldn't go away. But what we're going to want to do is we want to create some sort of gap there. You see how there's going to be a gap here? What we're going to do is we're going to stand on the bottom here. If it flips, we're going to be able to use the sides to stay on. And then basically what happens is this bottom bit is actually, you'll end up below the ledge. If that makes sense. So what you have to do is then ultra hand a fan down, flip it around, and then make an updraft and then glide up. Okay, let's see if I can show this off in action. So I'm going to drag this back, try and fit the angle up nicely by trying to prop it as close as I can to it. Because of the platform at the bottom, it's not going to go snug under. Something like that, and then we're going to want to hit it as soon as we're on. And then we kind of pray that this works. Okay, so it didn't quite fit the two, so this is what we're going to have to do. This is why we built the undercarriage, like the slab under. Looks like it is actually stuck. So we got a little bit unlucky here in terms of the mechanics here. So we're going to let that reset. So we're going to try and make the middle bit slightly wider on the right hand side. But that is basically the gist. There will be trial and error. if you don't like construction, then I'm sorry. I know there's a few people out there that are not too overly into building the whole contraption, so the middle snap point here, see when it next jolts over, let's go a little bit over. Same again, find that snap point in the middle, and then move over until it moves over again, and then let's give it a little bit more. This should fit easily into the... Yep, that might be too much give, but we'll see how it goes. Might need to close one of the lines up. Put our fans on. Try and distribute those evenly at the back. And then we're going to want to put the underlayer on. But remember, leaving ourselves a gap for the updraft at the end. So if we do something like this, push this back. Let's go grab our train plane thing. Let's give it a hit. Oh, it managed to go on this time. So this is perfect when it goes over both of the rails. Sometimes you can keep getting a little bit unlucky with it going over too far, but hopefully if you use those measurements that it kind of gave you, you get a better indicator. So what you'll see here now is that will actually be under the platform that we need to go onto. So we want to turn this off. Okay, this hasn't quite happened before. This is quite unlucky. It's actually pushed itself too far forward at a very awkward angle. No. Might just be able to see that fan. Okay, so my advice would be is to turn this off just before this kind of situation happens. Alright, so we've got the fan. So we need to face it this way. This is very awkward. I'm sure we'll be fine. Updraft our way over. Ta-da. So yeah, maybe turn off the power just as you're coming down this ramp, since you'll have enough momentum anyway. Basically the idea was to, I don't know why it tilted itself forward like that. Maybe because of the way the bottom platform was placed. Yeah, it should have just snug like that. But you could put the fan, grab one of those fans, and then put them here, and then just updraft up. That would have been much cleaner. And there you go, you have the shrine. Not the easiest of shrines, especially if you're not a fan of construction, but hopefully that build there kind of gave you an idea of how I did it, at least anyway. I do have more shrine guides on the channel if you do need help, and I wish you all the best of luck, and have fun on your adventure. Goodbye.